Hi, what I want you to do is to start getting your mind in the right perspective for your business. You know what a business is. Now I want you to start thinking like a rich person. Once you start thinking like a rich person, you will find that you will become a rich person. It's a fact that people who are rich think totally differently to people who are poor. Now, this thought process is not the result of being rich. They don't think in this way because they are rich. It starts when people are poor, and this thought process leads to the result of the person becoming rich. So once the switch to thinking rich is made in your own mind and then becomes a part of you, the result is inevitable. You will become rich. I don't know whether you've ever had a puppy or you've had the opportunity to train a puppy, but if you haven't, that's fine. I'll tell you what happens. You take a puppy to a field and he'll play, and then when you call him, he or she won't come to you. So you run after the puppy and you find that the puppy runs away, and you keep running after him, and the harder you chase the puppy, the more he runs away from you. It's a great game for him. And even a puppy is faster than you, so you're not going to catch him. Then what happens is you give up and you turn away and you start to move away from him and run away from him. And what you find, he follows you. The more you ignore him, the more he follows, and the closer he comes to you, and he doesn't want to lose you. So what's this got to do with anything else? Well, money is like a puppy. You chase it and it'll be very hard to catch. You go to somebody and you approach them and you're looking at them with dollar signs flashing in your eyes, and they'll see that you're just after money. You won't be able to hide it, and they'll run away from you. But once you start to forget about money and adopt an attitude of wealth, and simply offer to be of service, ignoring the financial aspects, you will find that money will start to flow in your direction. It's a natural process. What you've got to do is you've got to break your link to money. This is the link that poor people have. They hoard their money. They're frightened of losing it. They're frightened of spending it. They're frightened of doing anything with it. They just struggle to get around the fact that there's only so much money they have available, which isn't really the true way that money is. There is a total abundance of money, and once you have the right attitude, you will always have enough money to do whatever you want in life. Money is simply a commodity that is unlimited, and you can have your share of that unlimited money once you break your attachment to it. And the most powerful way I can offer you to break this poor person's association with money is something that I hope some of you are already doing. Some of you will be, I'm sure, but I know that most people are not. If you are, then congratulations, and I know that you are already experiencing the power of this action. But I want you to now make a leap of faith, because this action that I'm asking you to do is to tithe. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to benefit from it at all, but you are going to get massive, massive benefit from it. Through tithing, you will obtain a totally different attitude to money and your possessions. It will create in your subconscious mind a feeling of abundance, a feeling that you're not struggling for cash, that you're able to give, and that will attract more abundance. The more you give of anything, the more you receive. You want more love, you give more love, you get it back. You want more people to like you like more people will like you. Money is exactly the same. You start giving it, and it will create this feeling of abundance, this subconscious, natural feeling of abundance and wealth, and you will attract more cash. Tithing literally is giving away 1/10, 10% of what you receive. So if your total income in a month is 1,000 or 100,000, you give away 10% of it. You give away 100 if it's 1,000, and you give away 1,000 if it's 100,000. 10,000 if it's 100,000. So it's just a simple calculation, and that's it. So it's important, though, that this is not done as a chore. You've got to give cheerfully. It doesn't matter where you give your tithe. You're going to feel great about giving this money away as well, I know. If you're a member of a church, then by all means give it to your church. If you don't have a church, which a lot of people I know don't, then find a worthwhile charity. There are literally thousands of them. There are kids that are dying in Africa because they just don't have access to clean water. There are thousands of people throughout the world who are struggling to actually survive. There are causes like Dogs for the Blind that are always short of cash, and giving them a dog helps to, in fact, compensate them for not having sight. There are loads and loads of worthwhile charities. Find one that appeals to you and start giving to them. Tithing will cause you to grow personally in so many ways. So for your own good, make the leap. Make the leap and start tithing as soon, well, right away, immediately. Base it on your last month's income and give that away this month, 10% of it. And next month, give away 10% of this month's income. Once you're giving away more than most people earn, you will get an immense feeling of satisfaction. I know, because I've been there. At the moment, my income is pretty low, so I'm not giving that much away, but it's still a tenth. If you're on your last crust of bread, then break a tenth of it off, break it up into crumbs and feed the birds, and be happy about doing it. And if you're making 10,000 a week, then imagine how many starving kids $1,000 a week could save, and be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of the support that you're offering. For more information, I urge you to read the blog post that I put up about tithing. It's got some comments from, I believe she's a theologian on there, but they're not necessarily related to giving to a church. They're about tithing and its benefits. And so read that and start tithing this month. Okay, moving on from that. Always put service first. Never let anything stand in your way. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be feeling that you've not got enough time, or that you've not got enough money. I'll tell you now, rich people don't make excuses. They just get on with the job. Excuses are for the poor people, and they're what keep poor people poor. Rich people have this vision, this ability to see something that's not even there yet. They can see it before it happens, and they never quit until they reach and complete that vision. I know that there's a story about Walt Disney, and somebody was talking to the CEO of the Disney Corporation long after Walt had passed away, and I think it was talking about Disney World in Florida, and they said to the CEO, "What a pity Walt wasn't here to see this." And the CEO turned to him and he said, "Walt saw this. That's why it's here." So profound. I tell you, I've mentored and coached hundreds and probably even thousands of people over the past 25 years for all sorts of things. And once I get a person to change their mindset, nothing stands in their way, and they become unstoppable. It's a great thing to witness, and you'll see it in other people around you that are taking this course, and in your mastermind group. But I've also seen the ones who never make the leap, and they make the excuses. They don't have the time, they don't have the money, there's something that's standing in the way, they don't have whatever it is. I mean, you fill in the blanks. There are hundreds of excuses, and I've heard them all. Poor people have the excuses. Let the poor people keep them. I want you to make the leap to thinking like a rich person. I want you to give up giving up. Rich people never give up. And excuse yourself from making excuses. There are no excuses. Just get on with the job in hand. Keep doing it. There's always a way to complete any task. There's always a way to achieve some end objective. Think rich and think service, and I'll see you at the top. Okay?